Your level of success will seldom exceed your level of personal development. And when I heard that in my mind, I thought, and I looked for one practice, the best personal development practice that there was, but I couldn't find one. I found six. And it turned into meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and journaling, all six practices, six of the most timeless, proven personal development practices throughout history. And if you studied the world's most successful people in all walks of life, whether they're philosophers or business people or the world's greatest athletes, you find that they swear by at least one of the savers.
The Man Behind the Morning. 대부분의 사람들은 미라클 모닝을 일찍 일어나는 법에 관한 책으로 알고 있습니다. 하지만 그 책이 쓰이기 전 20살에 6분간 사망했던 남자가 있었습니다. 다시는 걷지 못할 것이라는 선고를 받고 3주 후에 걸어 나온 남자. 암 생존율 20%라는 통보를 받고 그것을 이겨낸 남자. 할 엘로드는 회복력에 대해 쓴 것이 아니라 그 모든 과정을 직접 살아냈습니다. 오늘 우리는 아침 루틴에 대해 말하지 않을 겁니다. 그 루틴이 가장 먼저 구해야만 했던 한 사람에 대해 묻겠습니다. 여러분 안녕하세요. 하와이 대저택입니다. 오늘은 정말 저희 채널에서 지금까지 모셨던 외국 저자분들 중에 가장 유명하신 우리나라 구독자분들께서도 정말 모두가 다 아는 유명한 저자분을 모셨습니다. 여러분, 미라클 모닝 이 단어는 아마 책을 읽어보셨던 읽지 않으셨든 다 알고 계실 텐데요. 2012년에 나온 말인데 지금은 보통 명사가 되어버렸습니다. 이 미라클 모닝의 저자 할 엘로우드 작가님을 모셨습니다, 여러분. 서울이고요. 저는 화요일 아침 9시 반이고 지금 작가님이 계신 곳은 텍사스 오스틴의 저녁 7시 반이라고 합니다. 그런데 미라클 모닝을 해야 돼서 이 인터뷰 끝나자마자 샤워하고 주무신다고 하거든요. 그러니까 바로 저희가 인터뷰를 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 많은 분들이 미라클 모닝의 저자에 대해서 말 그대로 미라클 모닝을 잘 실천해 나가는 자기계발 혹은 이 마인드셋 분야의 선구자 혹은 유명한 작가로만 알고 계시거든요. 그런데 이제 알고 보면 그 뒤편에는 굉장한 정말 인생의 큰 파도를 정면으로 마주했다는 사실을 알게 됐어요. 1999년에 당시 20살이었던 할 엘로드는 그때 당시에 시속 113km 속도로 달려오던 음주운전 차량에 정면 충돌을 해서 영구적인 뇌 손상을 입었고 총 6분간 임상 사망 상태로 판정이 되었죠. 뼈 11곳이 부러지고 6일간 혼수 상태에 빠져났다가 깨어나기도 했습니다. 그리고 의사로부터 다시는 걸을 수 없을 것이라는 통보도 받았었죠. 그런데 진짜 놀라운 게요. 사고 3주 만에 첫 걸음을 떼고 이후에는 무려 84km 울트라 마라톤까지 완주를 했습니다. 의식을 되찾고 첫 걸음을 내디뎠을 때 첫 번째 어떤 생각이 드셨나요, 할?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And to answer your question, the first thought that I had was something that I had learned a year and a half earlier called the 5 minute rule. And the 5 minute rule states it's okay to be negative when something goes wrong in our lives, but not for more than 5 minutes. It's the idea that there's no point in dwelling on something long after it happened and feeling sorry for yourself or upset when you can't change it. And so the 5 minute rule says when something goes wrong, you literally set your timer on your phone for 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes to feel the emotions fully. And when the timer goes off, you say 3 liberating words. Can't change it. I had been practicing that 5 minute rule for a year and a half when the car accident happened. And so I realized I can't change that I was in a car accident. I can't change that I broke 11 bones. And if the doctors are right and I never walk again, then I can't change that. That'll be my life in a wheelchair. And so I'm going to be at peace with the things I can't change while I am grateful for all of the things I have in my life. And that was the mindset, accepting the worst case scenario because I can't change it and being at peace with it so I can be grateful and happy. That was the biggest change in my life during the car accident.
생각만 해도 정말 끔찍한 일을 겪으셨는데 그렇게 20살에 한 번, 그 다음에 37살에 한 번 더 죽음의 문턱에 다녀왔습니다. 37살에 2016년이죠. 한밤중에 호흡 곤란으로 깨어나서 며칠 후에 급성 림프구성 백혈병 ALL이라는 매우 희귀한 암 진단을 받으셨어요. 생존율은 20에서 30%. 당시 7살 딸, 4살 아들이 있었고, 그리고 이미 심장, 폐, 신장이 부전 직전까지 갔다고 알고 있는데요. 700시간 이상의 항암 치료도 견뎌냈고요. 결국 암을 이겨냈습니다. 이걸 도대체 어떻게 할 수 있죠? 어떤 마인드와 어떤 생각으로 이걸 결국 이렇게 이겨낼 수 있었는지 진짜 일단 근본적으로 한번 묻고 싶습니다.
Yeah, there's something, I'm known for the miracle morning, but there's another philosophy that I teach called the miracle equation. It's something that I lived by actually long before I wrote the miracle morning. And it's made up of two very simple but life changing decisions. The first decision is unwavering faith. And this is, by the way, not something that you would just apply to a tragedy like a cancer or a car accident. This is the equation that I use for my goals. So when I set a goal, my goal was to beat cancer. Number one, I maintain unwavering faith in the possibility of achieving the goal. Because often what stops us is the fear of failure. Well, I'm not going to set the goal because what if I don't reach it? What if I fail? And so we don't set the goal. We have to maintain unwavering faith in the possibility of what we can accomplish, because that's what keeps our mind focused on what's possible and moving forward. So that was the first decision, was unwavering faith. The second decision of the miracle equation is extraordinary effort, meaning now that I'm maintaining unwavering faith in the possibility and I'm thinking and focusing on what's possible, now I'm going to put forth extraordinary effort, meaning consistent effort over an extended period of time for as long as it takes to reach the goal. And so, because I had practiced those two decisions, the miracle equation, for many years before I had cancer, and I had accomplished goals that I never thought I could, but I maintained unwavering faith and I put forth extraordinary effort and accomplished those goals, I believed that that miracle equation would work for cancer too. So I applied those two decisions to beating cancer. And once again, I was so amazed that I was able to beat cancer. Even though I had faith, it was still, I was scared, but the faith helped me overcome the fear. And I'm grateful to say that I'm cancer free today.
책과 뭐 인터뷰 기사들을 제가 봤을 때 그렇게 인생에 두 번, 20대, 30대 두 번의 죽음의 문턱까지 다녀오셨는데 근데 할 엘로드 본인은 오히려 2008년 금융위기 때 재정적으로 무너졌던 경험이 교통사고 당하고 그랬을 때보다 더 힘들었다고 말씀하시는 게 굉장히 인상적이었어요.
That you would think that dying in a car accident would be worse than losing all your money. But interestingly enough, it was actually harder for me to go broke and lose all of my money during the 2008 financial crisis. And I think it's because when I came out of the coma, I had already hit rock bottom, and now it was about building back. Well, during the 2008 crisis, I never knew where the bottom was. I kept losing more clients and more money, and my house I lost my house. I didn't know what to do. I was in debt, drowning in debt, and that's when I created the Miracle Morning. And it wasn't a book idea. It was based on a philosophy that I learned from the author Jim Rohn, and I'll share that with you. He said, your level of success will seldom exceed your level of personal development. And when I heard that in my mind, I thought, if I want my level of success in every area of life, your health, your happiness, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want level 10. I thought I've got to create a daily personal development routine so that I can become the level 10 version of myself to create the success that I want. And I looked for one practice, the best personal development practice that there was, but I couldn't find one. I found 6. And it turned into meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and journaling, all 6 practices. And at first I got confused. I thought, Which one of these is going to change my life the fastest? And then I had an epiphany. What if I did all 6 of these practices? And I woke up the next morning, I did all 6 practices: meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and journaling. And that morning, it was remarkable. I thought, wow, if I start every day like this, even though I was still in debt and I wasn't making enough money and all of these things were going wrong, who I was becoming that morning made me think that if I do this every day, it's only a matter of time before I turn my life around. And it happened so fast. I thought it would be a year. Within 2 months, I doubled my income. And I told my wife, this morning routine feels like a miracle. And she said, it's your miracle morning, sweetheart. And that's where the miracle morning was born. And then eventually I taught it to my coaching clients. Most of them said, I'm not a morning person. I said, no, neither was I. Here's how you beat the snooze button. And I put that in the book, of course. And all of my clients came back except for one and said, oh my gosh, the miracle morning is changing my life. And that's when I decided if it changed my life and I wasn't a morning person and my clients' lives, then they weren't morning people, this could change anyone's life. And that's when I decided I had to write a book. And now the book is translated into 42 languages. And it's, in Korea, of course. And I'm so grateful to see that this morning routine that I created for myself has gone on to change millions of people's lives. And I'm so grateful that you're having me on your podcast, your YouTube show, to be able to share this. So thank you so much.
네, 저도 감사드립니다. 좀 전에 6개의 원칙에 대해 말씀을 해주셨어요. 6글자, 6가지 실천, 이걸 1시간 혹은 단 6분만이라도 이 6가지는 침묵, 확언, 시각화, 운동, 독서, 쓰기 이렇게 6가지입니다. 진짜 질문은 왜 효과가 있는지, 그리고 그럼에도 불구하고 돈이 드는 것도 아니고 엄청난 에너지가 드는 것도 아니고 내 삶을 망가뜨리거나 누구에게 피해를 주거나 그렇지도 않음에도 불구하고 왜 대부분의 사람들은 여전히 이걸 실천하지 않는가라는 근본적인 질문을 드리고 싶습니다.
Yeah, so the Savers are 6 of the most timeless, proven personal development practices throughout history. And if you studied the world's most successful people in all walks of life, whether they're philosophers or business people or the world's greatest athletes, you find that they swear by at least one of the savers. You know, the world's greatest athletes, usually visualization is their practice. They visualize performing at their best. And we can do the same to show up at our best every day for the people we love and the people that we lead. I visualize being the best dad for my children. I visualize being a leader for my team. I visualize giving a great speech or an interview when I'm in front of an audience, right? And then I go live into the visualization. And that applies to all of the Savers practices. Any one of them will change your life if you do it consistently. And what makes the Savers and the Miracle Morning so special is when you don't just do one, but you do the 6 most timeless practices that have been proven throughout history. You do create miracles in your life, amazing accomplishments. And that's proven across the millions of people who have used the Miracle Morning to achieve the goals that mattered to them. The reason not everyone does it, and of course, millions of people have done it and more do it every day. So that number grows. But I believe the reason is we have a limiting belief in our head that says either I'm not a morning person, right? I don't wake up in the morning. I sleep until the last possible minute. And that, I believe, is part of us being children, having our parents force us to wake up in the morning. So as we're children and our brains are developing, our mom and dad are saying, get up for school, get up for school. And every day you go, I don't want to get up for school. I want to keep sleeping. So as our brains are developing, we develop resisting and resenting waking up in the morning. And if given the choice, we sleep as long as we possibly can. The problem is we're not kids anymore. We're adults. And if we want to create the best life possible, we have to start every day at our best. You can't just grab your phone and put yourself in a state of reactivity and stress with notifications and text messages and emails and social media. You've got to take control of your mornings so that you can take control of your life. So if you're thinking, I'm not a morning person, I say join the club, because 72% of the millions of Miracle Morning practitioners have claimed they were not a morning person until they read the Miracle Morning book.
특히나 확언에 대해서 제가 정말 저희 구독자님들께 오랜 시간 말씀을 책으로, 영상으로 많이 말씀드렸는데, 오늘 이렇게 한 엘로드 작가님을 모셨으니까 정말로 확언에 대해서 한번 제대로 말씀을 드리면 저희 구독자님들께 너무나 도움이 될 것 같습니다. 많은 사람들이 확언이 효과가 있다는 거를, 효과가 있을 것이다라는 거는 얼핏 알고는 있어요. 근데 막상 하면 어색하거나 거짓말하는 느낌이 든다고 말합니다. 확언을 해봤는데 내 스스로에게 거짓말하는 것 같았다라고 말하는 사람들에게 어떻게 답을 해주시겠습니까?
Yeah, I believe so. I'll first tell you that of the savers, of the 6 practices, affirmations are my favorite. I believe they're the most life-changing of the practices. And the reason I think some people have a problem with them is because they're taught in 2 ways. They have been taught for many years that I believe are very ineffective. Number one is we're taught to lie to ourselves. So for example, if you want to be wealthy, someone might say, oh, just tell yourself you're wealthy. Just do an affirmation and say, I am wealthy. I am wealthy. But that if it's not true, it will not be effective. The second problem with affirmations is we're taught to use this flowery, passive language that promises a magical result to make us feel better, but it doesn't actually do anything. For example, there's a popular affirmation, at least here in America, I don't know if it's in Korea. It says, I am a money magnet. Money flows to me effortlessly. That's not how money works. You can't just be a magnet and expect it to magically flow to you. And I think people get a bad impression of affirmations if they learn those 2 ways of doing them. The way I teach affirmations in the Miracle Morning is very different. They have to be rooted in truth, they have to be practical, and they have to be actionable. So the 3 steps that I would teach you in the book that I'll teach you now, step 1, affirm what you are committed to. So don't say, I want to be wealthy, or I want to be healthy, or I want to be happy, or I want a wonderful relationship. Say, I am committed to being healthy. I am committed to being wealthy. I am committed to being, because in life, we don't get what we want just because we want it. We only get what we want when we are committed to doing whatever it takes to get what we want in life. So when you affirm repeatedly, I am committed to blank, you become committed, because what you affirm repeatedly becomes your reality. When you say it over and over and over and over and over again, you strengthen your commitment to make it happen. Step 2, affirm why it is important to you. So you're committed, but why? What's the benefit? Why are you doing it? Who are you doing it for? For me, I almost always have, step 2 for me is I'm doing it for me for a certain reason. I'm doing it for my wife and my children for another reason. But those are the reasons that I'm so willing to follow through with my commitment. When I had cancer, step 1, I'm committed to beating cancer no matter what. There is no other option. And I was scared in the beginning, but what I affirmed repeatedly became my reality. So I stopped feeling afraid and I just felt committed to beating cancer. Step 2, why is it important? I was committed to beating cancer for myself, for my wife, for my children. And every day when I reminded me of why I was doing it, I felt more committed, more motivated to follow through. And the third step to affirmations that make them work is affirm what you are committed to doing and when you are committed to doing it. So which action will you take? When will you take it? And so now you're not just affirming the commitment and the why, you're getting clear on what specifically you need to do. For example, if you're committed to to losing weight or getting stronger, and your reason is you want to be healthy and you want to have energy, okay, the third step's important. What are you going to do and when are you going to do it? Maybe you're going to exercise 5 days a week at 8 o'clock in the morning. Wonderful. Now, when you affirm what you're committed to, why it's a must, and what actions you're going to take, you are making that your reality by affirming it repeatedly.
아, 이렇게 정말 명확하게 말씀해 주셔서 한국의 미라클 모닝 애프터 50 책을 읽는 독자분들 그리고 저희 채널의 구독자분들께 정말 큰 도움이 됐을 것 같습니다. 미라클 모닝 저도 읽어봤는데 뭐 이런 표현을 해도 될지 모르겠지만 미라클 모닝 애프터 50이 제가 이제 40에서 50으로 나이가 가는 상태여서 그런지 모르겠지만 더 좋았어요. 300만 부 이상 판매됐고요. 37개의 언어로 번역됐습니다. 전 세계 실천 커뮤니티, 다큐멘터리, 어플 모든 기준에서 미라클 모닝은 역사상 가장 성공한 자기계발서 중 하나죠. 근데 이 성공에 대한 반론도 있습니다. 아침 루틴은 일종의 예를 들면 야간 근무자, 어린 자녀를 둔 부모, 정신건강 문제를 가진 사람들한테는 그런 건 일종의 특권 아니냐, 배부른 소리 아니냐, 자기계발 산업이 구조적 변화가 필요한 사람들에게 희망을 판다는 비판도 있거든요. 미국에도 있을 거고 한국에도 있습니다. 마찬가지입니다. 아침 루틴이 특권이라는 이 반론, 한부모 가정, 야간 근무자, 우울증을 가진 사람들은 단순히 단 1시간 일찍 일어나는 게 그게 말처럼 그렇게 쉽게 될 수 있는 구조가 아니라는 거죠. 이런 반론에는 어떻게 생각을 하시는지, 그리고 이 질문들에 대한 대답이 세월이 지나면서 할 본인은 어떻게 답이 변했는지도 한번 같이 말씀해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yeah, it's a wonderful question, and it's a valid concern. I'll start with, I'll try to run through each of the examples that you gave. I've had many single mothers, or not single mothers, but mothers with baby children come into the Miracle Morning Facebook group and say, I have an infant and they wake up early, they're awake all night. How do I do my Miracle Morning? And the answer that comes not from me, because I'm not a mom, but from other mothers that have gone through it, they say, I do my savers when I wake up in the morning and when my baby takes a nap. And they said, I space them throughout the day. So they said I might do the S and the A first thing in the morning, but then my baby wakes up and needs me to nurse the baby. And then the baby falls asleep. And then I do the V and the E. And then the baby wakes up. And then I nurse the baby, and then they fall asleep, I do the R. So they say they stretch their savers, but there's always a way. If somebody works the night shift, as my mother did for many years, they still wake up. If they wake up at noon or 3 p.m., that's when they do their Miracle Morning. The Miracle Morning is not about waking up early, and it works for anyone, because one thing we all have in common is we wake up every single day. We wake up every single day, and what matters is, how are you starting your day? Most people reach for their phone and they're starting their day in a state of reactivity, and they spend the entire day stressed out and overwhelmed. Miracle Morning practitioners start their day with intention. They focus on what matters most and they grow. And for people that say self-help is only selling hope, that's not true. And maybe that's why I don't call it self-help, although I don't have a problem with that. I call it personal development, because I'll give you an example. If I want to be a better husband, and I do, I can either try to figure it out on my own, or I can, for example, buy books written by other couples who have been married for 30 or 40 or 50 years. And I can learn something from all of these people and apply it to my own marriage so I can be a better husband. If I want to make more money, I can either make it up on my own and be a skeptic and say self-help doesn't work, or I can learn from all the people who have learned how to make a lot of money so I can apply what they've learned. I can apply the mistakes they made so that I don't make them, and I can create the success I want in my life. I will say that all of the success I have in my life is largely due, yes, my mindset, my attitude, but a big part of it was learning from other people. And now it's not just books. Now you can read a book, then you can watch a video or watch the Miracle Morning documentary, or you can use an app. There's so many different ways to help you stay focused on what you need to do and to learn and grow and become the person that you need to be able to do the things that will create the life that you want.
미라클 모닝 애프터 50. 이 책은 저는 읽으면서 아침에 관한 책이 아니다. 아침 덕분에 내가 어떤 사람이 되느냐에 관한 책이구나라고 생각을 했습니다. 핵심은 이겁니다. 시작하기 전에 나는 누구였고 지금의 나는 어떤 사람이 되어가고 있는가, 그리고 어떻게 나이를 먹어가고 있는가. 이 신작 미라클 모닝 애프터 50은 바로 이 부분에 관한 책이라고 생각을 하고요. 어린 시절에 여동생을 잃고 치명적인 교통사고에서 살아남고 파산하고 암을 이겨내셨습니다. 많은 분들이 나는 지금 먹고 살기 힘들어서 미라클 모닝 이런 거 아니면 자기계발, 마인드셋, 학원 이런 거 할 여유가 없어. 나는 그럴 만한 상황이 아니야. 당장 오늘 벌어서 오늘 먹고 살기도 힘들어 라고 하거든요. 그런데 할 작가님의 이 지나온 삶을 보면 정말 뭐 누구나 고통으로 점철된 삶이 아니었을까라고 생각을 할 겁니다. 자신의 이야기를 어떻게 바라보세요? 그리고 그 엄청난 일들을 겪으면서 통과해 오셨는데 그 역경이 나에게 일어난 게 아니라 나를 위해 일어난 거라고 결정했던 그 순간은 언제였는지도 말씀해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yes, I remember the moment. I was in a hospital bed after my car accident. I had broken 11 bones, as you said. My leg broke in half, my arm broke in half, my eye socket broke. I was told I would never walk again. And the doctors thought I was in denial because I was always smiling and happy. And they called my parents in one day for a meeting and they said, "We are concerned with Hal. He's always smiling and laughing and joking." And they said, "That's not normal for a young man who's being told he's never going to walk again." So my dad came in and talked to me and he said, "The doctors are concerned, Hal. How are you really feeling? Why are you just pretending to be happy or what's going on?" And I said, "Dad, I believe everything happens for a reason." That's a very popular phrase. Everything happens for a reason. I said, "But I believe it is it's our responsibility to choose the most empowering reasons in our lives." And I said, "I've decided that I'm going through this car accident and I'm suffering so that I can overcome it, so that I can become a better version of myself and I can go help other people overcome their challenges." And that's exactly what happened. And the question is, now, did that happen because it was just going to happen? Or did I actually make it happen because I decided I'm going to use this suffering to help other people? And I learned that from my mother when my baby sister died. You mentioned when I was 8 years old, my baby sister died in front of me with my mother holding her. And within 6 months, my mother was leading a support group for other people who had lost their children, who had lost babies. And I learned from my mom that when you go through a painful experience in life, you turn your pain into purpose, meaning you take the thing that hurt you and you overcome it so that you can not only help yourself, but you help other people. And when you find purpose in your pain, it allows you to feel a sense of purpose, of mission, of service to help others. And so I learned that lesson from my mother when I was only 8 years old. And it was 12 years later that I had my car accident. And I realized now I'm in pain and it's time to turn my pain into purpose for others.
떠올리는 것조차 힘든 기억일 텐데 이렇게 솔직하게 에너지를 담아 말씀해 주셔서 너무나 감사합니다. 교통사고 다음날 아침에요. 병원에 누워있던 자신에게 돌아가서 말을 걸 수 있다면 무슨 말을 해주고 싶으세요? 그리고 이 말은 또 절대로 해주지 않아야겠다. 이 두 가지가 있다면 어떤 게 있을까요?
If I had to say one word, I think I would say believe. Believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in the future, and believe in my ability to overcome what I was going through. And I did eventually get there, but in the beginning, I didn't know what I didn't know what was going to happen. And the word I would not want to say is, what word would I not want to say? It's a great question. I would not want to say the word, I'll say two words: give up. Give up. I think that people are often tempted when we encounter adversity that we've never faced before to give up and think, I can't do this. And we only think we can't do it because we've never done it before. But I think we all have to understand that every single human being on the planet has the same limitless potential. There's nothing that we cannot overcome. There's nothing that we cannot accomplish if we believe, if we stay committed, if we keep moving forward. So yes, believe is the word I would say. And the two words I don't want to say would be give up. And those are the words I would tell you: believe in yourself, believe that anything you put your mind to, you truly can accomplish, and never give up.
저도 저희 구독자님들께 많이 말씀드립니다만은 한 사람의 유니크함, 80억 명의 인구 중에 우리랑 똑같은 사람은 단 한 명도 없었고, 우리가 죽게 되면, 세상을 떠나게 되면 그 이후로도 우리랑 똑같은 사람은 영원히 없을 겁니다. 이 부분을 생각하면 굉장히 저는 이 한 사람의 삶, 또 존재 자체가 정말 대단하다고 생각하는데요. 미라클 모닝, 이 단어 자체가 기적이 아침에 일어난다는 걸 함축하고 있죠. 그런데 할의 삶에서 가장 큰 기적들은 새벽이 아니라 어둠 속에서 일어났다고 볼 수도 있을 것 같은데요. 좀 시적인 표현일 수도 있습니다만은 기적은 실제로 어디에 있다고 생각하시나요? 평범한 모두에게도 기적이 일어날 수 있다고 생각하시는지.
Yeah, I mentioned, so the other book I wrote, this is the English version, of course, The Miracle Equation. This is where I really define a miracle. And the way that I talk about a miracle is a very loaded word. If you asked 100 people to tell me what a miracle is, you'd probably get 100 different answers, right? They'd be all a little bit different. And I define a miracle as an outcome in your life that is so remarkable, so extraordinary, so meaningful that you can hardly even believe it. It feels like a miracle. And I mentioned that's why I called The Miracle Morning The Miracle Morning. My wife actually named it because, not as a book, but I said my morning routine changed my life so profoundly, it feels like a miracle. She said, it's your miracle morning. But I believe that when we do maintain unwavering faith and we put forth extraordinary effort, again, that's the miracle equation, and we do that over an extended period of time. It might take years, and we're working towards a big goal. One of my big goals was to change 1 million lives one morning at a time, which meant sell 1 million copies of The Miracle Morning so I could change 1 million lives. I tried to do it in 1 year. That was my goal, was in 1 year. And I missed the goal by 987,000 copies. So I failed miserably to reach that goal. But I believe that miracles are accomplished when you maintain unwavering faith and you put forth extraordinary effort over a long enough period of time. So for me, I was discouraged after 1 year and falling so short. You know, again, 987,000 copies short of the goal. But I tried again year two. And year two, I sold 23,000 copies, a little bit more than year one. I thought, okay, it's going in the right direction, but it's going to take, I think it was going to take 70 years based on that average. And I didn't give up. I kept going because I believe that the universe or God, whatever you believe in, rewards you when you keep maintaining faith and you keep putting forth effort. And so I did it year three, year four, I tried again. It took 6 years to finally reach over 1 million people with The Miracle Morning. And the lesson I would share with you is don't give up. Believe, just like I said earlier. Because if I would have given up after year one, I never would have reached my goal of 1 million people, which for me felt like a miracle. It was such an extraordinary outcome to actually, little old me, it was a self-published book. I didn't even have a publisher. It was just me. And to reach 1 million people just shows that if I can do it, you can do it. Maybe not sell 1 million books if that's not what you want to do, but whatever your goals and dreams are, if you develop yourself every day into a better version of who you were the day before, and you keep maintaining unwavering faith and putting forth extraordinary effort, and you don't give up, you eventually get to where it is that you are capable of going in your life.
이제 마지막 질문입니다. 이 문장을 완성해 주시면 좋을 것 같은데요. 미라클 모닝과 미라클 모닝 애프터 50. 이 책은 일찍 일어나는 것에 관한 것이 아닙니다. 이 책은 무엇에 관한 것입니다. 이 무엇을 한번 채워 주실 수 있으실까요?
It is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's not about waking up early. It's not about being a morning person. It's about starting your day in a peak physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual state so you can show up for the rest of the day at your best, as the best version of yourself. And if every day you do your miracle morning, you're engaging in personal development. So every day you're becoming a better and better and better version of yourself. And the best version of yourself is who you become, I guess, on the last day, because we can always learn, we can always grow, we can always evolve, we can always get better. So it's about the journey of becoming the best version of yourself, not the destination of arriving there.
진짜 감동적인 울림이 있는 그런 인터뷰였습니다. 이 책이 한국에 정식 번역돼서 출간된 지 아마 한 달 조금 넘었을 거예요. 많은 저희 구독자님들께 큰 도움이 되고 이 책을 더 궁금하고 읽어보고 싶게 만들 수 있는 그런 인터뷰였다고 생각합니다.
I hope so. Thank you so much for having me again. This is really special. I'm really, really grateful. And you know, it's one thing. Miracle Morning has been the best-selling book in Korea. And I always say, I've never gotten to fly to Korea to speak at an event. You know, I am a speaker. I give speeches at events all over the world. But Korea is the one place I have not gone yet. And I feel like I would love to go there and share the Miracle Morning in the country, you know, actually being there. I've been to France and Brazil and Italy to speak about the book. So Korea is one of my dreams to come speak in Korea.
마지막으로 미라클 모닝 애프터 50을 읽고 있는 한국의 독자분들에게 마지막 인사 한 말씀 부탁드리면서 인터뷰 마치겠습니다.
Hello, Korean readers. It's Hal Elrod, author of The Miracle Morning and The Miracle Morning After 50. And if you are about to read the book or you're reading the book now, I just want to thank you for caring enough about yourself to dedicate time to your personal development and your miracle morning so you can wake up every day at your best for the people you love and the people you lead. And the first person for you to love and lead is always yourself. So thank you for caring about yourself and being the change that we need in the world, one person and one morning at a time. Thank you for being that person today.
일단 이렇게 에너지 넘치게 인터뷰를 해주셔서 정말 이루 말할 수 없이 깊은 감사를 드립니다.
Well, it's mutual, so thank you. I'm glad we can help each other, and you're helping me to reach more people, and I'm helping you to serve your people. So thank you, and I'm grateful as well. Hey, thank you. Have a great morning, great day.
편안한 밤 되세요.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
네, 감사합니다, 여러분. 지금까지 미라클 모닝 그리고 미라클 모닝 애프터 50의 저자 할 엘로드 작가님과의 인터뷰였습니다. 오늘 하루도 좋은 하루 되시길 바라겠습니다. 감사합니다.